Then I've got one criteria in this update, and it is Shortcuts. Robert Altman film, and it's based on the short stories and the poem by Raymond Carver. It comes in a digi, and it's got the actual short stories with it. There's the book, Shortcuts. Basically this is made up of a bunch of short stories by this guy, and then it was made into a movie, obviously. When I got this DVD, I was like, I really want to see it, because I read the back, and I read it's about 22 different characters or something, bunch of short stories. It sounded good. It sounded almost like Paris Je T'aime, which Scotty reviewed on the Real DVD Watchers. I don't think it's like that very much. I haven't seen it yet, but it got me interested in it. And then I thought, okay, I want to read the book first. Then I was like, but I want to watch the movie. I don't want to read a book at the moment, because I'm already reading a book at the moment. And I read the back, and it said this film is like 3 hours long, if not more. I was like, okay, I could probably read the book in less than that, because it's not a big book. So I started reading the book, and before I got tired, I got like 4 stories in or something. I wasn't quite connecting with the stories a lot. I don't know. So I've been reading a lot of Stephen King books lately, and you know, he's very descriptive and I'm used to just his style of writing at the moment, so I kind of wasn't getting into this as much, because I'm reading Carrie at the moment at the same time, so that's probably why. But I still liked it. The short stories, I mean, really short. They did get me thinking. So I've read barely a quarter of this, and now I'm probably just going to watch the film and then go back to the book. That's a weird pattern, I don't know. I don't even know why I'm telling you that, but I am. So, it's got Robert Downey Jr. in it. It's got a bunch of people in it, actually. Robert Downey Jr. is always a good start. 2 discs. It's a nice set. And it's got a booklet. I mean, it's not extensively big, but they give you the light novel with it, so you can't really complain. But yeah, the film itself sounds really interesting. I always hold them up wrong. The film interweaves the lives of 22 characters struggling to find solace and meaning in contemporary Los Angeles. The extraordinary ensemble cast includes Tim Robbins, Julianne Moore, Robert Downey Jr., Jack Lemmon and Jennifer Jason Leigh, all giving fearless performances in one of Altman's most compassionate creations. So, I mean, doesn't that sound like an awesome premise for a film? And it's got a bunch of stars in it. Andy McDowell and all those other guys I mentioned. So yeah, I'm gonna watch that, and I guess I'll review it on the DVD Watchers. Okay, now the rest of the ones I got are TV based. The first one I got is, I got this for my birthday, I'm Alan Partridge, or the complete Alan Partridge box set. Wanted this for a while. This actual box is exclusive to HMV. You can buy all the these separately though. You got Knowing Me, Knowing You, and Knowing Me, Knowing You, which is the Christmas special. You got I'm Alan Partridge and I'm Alan Partridge Series 2. If you're not aware of Alan Partridge, I think most people are. Just look at his face. It cracks me up. He's like, he's a character, but he's a spoof kind of TV presenter. Steve Coogan created the character, and I mean, he's a big character now, and he's hilarious. It's like cringe-worthy stuff, really. Knowing Me, Knowing You, I haven't watched a lot of this. I've watched the Christmas special before, and I actually have like a whole radio show on my iPod which I've listened to, but I haven't actually watched many episodes from the TV show itself. But aiming to quite literally put the chat amongst the pigeons, Alan took on primetime TV and lost badly. 2 discs. Looking forward to watching that. Then you've got I'm Alan Partridge, which I've seen most of. She's from Smack the Pony. She's funny. Basically, this is like spoof documentary. It follows Alan Partridge after his chat show ended badly, and he's now a DJ on Radio Norwich. And you basically follow him, and it's more cringeworthy stuff, and it's just some of the stuff he comes out with. Classics. And then you have series 2, and these are both 2 discs as well. Yeah, so that's cool. That's I'm Alan Partridge, more British comedy. And then I didn't plan to buy this, even though I like the show and I've grown up with the show. A friend of mine sold me this for a tenner, so I was like, alright, I can't resist it. It's the ultimate Vicar of Dibley collection, everything, Christmas specials, and the last one they aired as well. I used to love this show so much when I was a kid. I've actually got the VHS tapes in my cupboard somewhere. But it's very funny. If you don't know what it's about Dawn French. She is the Vicar of Dibley. When she arrives in the village, they're expecting a man, and she's like the first female vicar they've had. And you've got like Alice, who is her friend, who's dumb as shit. She's funny. And you've got David, who's like big snob. It's more, I like kind of darker, more subtle British comedy a lot better, but this, they do it so well. It's more commercial, but it's really classic, and like I said, grew up with it. You have, where's the first one? The first series, which I can't remember what year did this air. It's like early 90s, 1994. And it was one of those shows that they did, and then they went away for 2 years, then they came back and did a special, come back 2 years later, stuff like that. So you got the first series, which is 6 episodes, and then you got the specials, the Christmas lunch incident, and the Easter Bunny, which are just classics. The Christmas one is where she has to have like 5 Christmas lunches. Classic. And the Easter Bunny one. Really memorable episodes if you're British. I'm actually looking forward to watching these again. I know I probably won't for ages, but it's cool to throw on an episode every now and again. And then you got the complete second series. As you see, Dawn's changed a bit. So this probably was a few years later, 1997 and 1999. You got the complete second series, then you got they had seasonal specials. They had autumn, winter, spring, and summer. Again, that's 2 discs, and then it came back. Was it last year? Let me check. 2004 and 2007. So the Merry Christmas and New Year ones are from 2004, and then they did a holy happy ending, which they did last Christmas, which is when Dawn, or Geraldine, she's called in the show, got her man. I think it was better back in the day, but they've said they've actually finished it for good now. But where there's so much space, I mean, this show spanned from 1994 till last year, where there was so much space in between seasons and Christmas specials. You don't know, it might come back, I don't know. But yeah, that's Vicar of Dibley. It's a funny show.